I didn't think it was necessary.
Crying foul over dead fowl. 2 turkeys that became the talk of the town in Rocky River are captured and euthanized by a state conservation officer.
And not everyone is sleeping easy after that decision. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg joining us live now. And Jordan, euthanasia was a last resort here, right?
That's absolutely right. Conservation officials say there really was no other option as these tumultuous turkeys continued to cause trouble for local mail carriers. But people living in the neighborhood, they see it a little bit differently. It's a place where wildlife and suburban life are intertwined. But these days, it's a place of mourning. And Michael Craig wrote the eulogy.
They were always around, you know, ever since they were babies. And yeah, they never bothered us.
For months, Craig and his neighbors watched a group of wild turkeys grow from toddlers to teenagers. Even the neighborhood cat didn't seem to mind. But then, the 2 male turkeys began to do what teenagers do best, act out.
Mailman actually trapped on my porch for about 10 minutes. And every time he'd make a move to go off the porch, they'd come towards him.
The 2 male turkeys would terrorize mail carriers, forcing them to abandon or alter their routes. Conservation officers tried chasing the feathered fugitives through the woods. They even used artillery, so-called bird bangers, to reinstill the fear of humans in them. Nothing seemed to work.
Maybe they were aggressive somewhere else, but I never seen them aggressive. I used to walk right in between them all the time. You know, they just move out of your way.
On Friday, the gobbling goblins met their match after pecking a woman in the leg within sight of a conservation officer. The poultry-related problems had reached a peak, and there would be no presidential pardon. The conservation officer captured the 2 turkeys and humanely euthanized them.
If they're not going to go away and you can't get rid of them, I guess there's nothing else you can really do.
I didn't think it was necessary. If anything, why didn't they just take them? Go down 50 yards to Dayton or whatever and let them go and see if they do come back. I don't think so.
Conservation officials say they had no other choice, as the birds would cause turkey turf wars elsewhere, among other concerns. The rest of the rafter of turkeys has not returned home, but around here, the bird is the word, and it always will be.
They were fun to watch.
And the Department of Natural Resources says that the turkey carcasses were actually donated to a wild bird rehab center to be fed to some of the predatory birds there. So I guess the circle of life continues to spin on. Live in Rocky River, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.